Hi, and welcome to Dynamic DCUO. Wind here, and today we're going to take Princess Pyro and we're going to be looking at my fire loadout. Now, this is one of several that I use, but this is the most basic one, and it kind of covers everything. As you see, I've only got 192 skill points, so I'm not overly powered. But I use the Meteor Strike, not so much for the supercharge generator as much as to knock things down and get burning going. Flame Cascade's great for groups or single targets, plus you can spam it. Wildfire is great for multiple targets. I really like the Absorb Heat as it gives power back. Now, the shield is obvious, and then of course we have the Robot Sidekick, which does draw power, but we help alleviate that with one of our mods, especially the chest mod. You can see here I'm using a adapter in my blasters to also get power back, so every time I tap my blasters, well, every 20 seconds or so, I'll get a shot of power back. The main other mod I'm using is on my chest, and as you see, this gives me 5% less power usage, which is really critical. Now on my hands, I do like the shielding mod because you do use a shield in this loadout. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the Birds of Prey solo. This is the standard solo, not the event version, so you do need to be tiered to get in it. As you see, I forgot to launch my pet, so we're going to go ahead and do that as soon as we get out of the cutscene. And of course, you can switch out different powers in this. There's things that work, just as well as Absorb Heat, like Snuff Out, but you can use a mod with. However, it doesn't give power or health back, so a lot of this, like always, is to taste. And I do have my generator mods full at 35 to 37 level mods, and I'm running power mods and bite mods to help with my power issues from running a pet. And of course, there's artifacts to help with damage. There's artifacts to help with the pet. I'm not taking advantage of those right now. I do have artifacts, but they're low level, and I have another loadout that I'm targeting, so she is not getting the benefit from the artifacts right now. But as you can see, this works just fine. It's here for handling the small groups that I'm facing or one-on-one. And that's the big thing with the loadout is it can work in any situation. It obviously may not be the most powerful loadout, although with proper skill points and the proper artifacts, it is pretty nasty. All powers are somewhat to taste. That's the great thing about this game is you don't have to run the most OP loadout. You can run what you like and still do decent damage. Now, running against bosses like the Hive Master, for those of you who've run this before, you know he has a beam he's going to shoot out at you in a minute, and that was it, just going around that red beam you saw. But my number one, the Meteor Strike, will actually disrupt him because it knocks him down. So that's a great way to interrupt bosses or other characters that have something nasty they hit you with. And Absorb Heat's really nice against a boss fight as well when there's ads, because it helps get you power back while really hitting that boss hard. And then you can use stuff like the Wildfire to damage the group along with your Flame Cascade, because they both will hit groups if they're close together. But the Absorb Heat keeping you healed does just a wonderful job of keeping you alive, especially when mixed with the shield. Now with Lobo, I'm going to go all out, of course, backup, orbital, everything I have. One of the big things is you do need to watch out. Here comes the Space Hog attack. I'll try to look around to see which side it's on, and I always like to just stay to the side of it. One of the good things about this loadout is everything can be done ranged or up close, so you can really stay away from the main areas where Lobo's Space Hog is going to come out and do damage to you. And you'll notice you will see me tap my blasters every once in a while to help activate the mod in my hands to get some power back in addition to what I'm getting back or what I'm saving from the chest mod. Now, like with all power interactions, keeping the burning going is a big deal. One thing I do like about the shield is that it also can do burning up close, so if you happen to miss with that Meteor Strike, like if he dives in on you, that you can still get the burning going up close, which is nice. But the Absorb Heat is probably one of the big pieces of this, just because it helps keep you alive. But again, Snuff Out's a great damage single beam if you're into this. I like the single beam, so I use them on most characters. But there are other ones out there that work just as well. Like I said, Snuff Out, and it has a mod that helps with it. I believe it's an energizing mod, so something to consider as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like this kind of content, please click like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to stay notified. Leave us some comments and suggestions. And until next time, thanks for watching, and happy gaming.